Hello, crypto fellow. So today I want to show you what's happened in the last week and the little evolution of the market. And I will still stand my position for the coming months. So let's go. This video is not financial advice. Please do your own research. All the coins I will show you is my point of view, and you need to think before you do any action. And this is on yourself. So you can see that since my last video, the Bitcoin went up the last week by 4 to 5%, and the Ethereum almost 9%. So really, the Ethereum lead the pump. There is some exception like Solana, that really lead with the pump. So pump.fund that lets you create any crypto in a few clicks because of social network and the ease to create cheap crypto. Let's say for me it's not real crypto, but some people in TikTok want to make their own crypto and sell it to people to get money. So yeah, Solana is still working so great. It's expected. I don't really know if it will last, let's say, until the next bull run, but Solana really work well. After on the list, you can see that there's Dogecoin, so really the big return of meme coins. Dogecoin working well because it's open its new ETF. So now the institutional or even any kind of professional can buy Dogecoin without using a crypto wallet. So just like they buy it a normal ETF like S&P 500, they can buy Dogecoin. So it's huge. But with Solana 20% and Doge 30%, it's taking a lot of the inflow, and this is why Bitcoin could have go back to an ATH, but it will get a lot in the alts, so in altcoin, I think. So I don't think Bitcoin lead the way. I would say Ethereum lead the way, and some altcoin lead the way, depending on the news and the usage. You can see, for example, that Monero is also up almost 10%, so it's even more than the Ethereum. And in comparison, if you take some other alt, XRP is also leading more than Ethereum. So we could say that it's all alts that's performing way better, but indeed I don't really think so. You can see a lot of good altcoin like Litecoin, only 3%, so not even more than Bitcoin. So it's not yet the time for the Bitcoin like. For example, if you take Digibit, Digibit is up only 3%, even if it's could have, you see it's have a terrible the day, let's say. But even if the yeah, the last year is quite terrible, and the all-time view is in all-time low. It's almost in all-time low. So yeah, that's the point. But what I think is that the potential is huge on the Bitcoin like, but they are not yet back. It's really waiting on alt season. So about the alt season, guys, I have some still good news. Is that in terms of pattern, you see the head and shoulder. So the total tree, it's excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you really can see that it's gonna want to break to the uptrend. I hope you know inverted head and shoulder pattern, but this is a kind of pattern that's built up to break on the uptrend. And if you have it on the other way, it's up, it's gonna break down. So that's a bullish pattern on altcoins. It's also on the verge of booming because the rate cut gonna happen in only 2 days, yeah, in almost 3 days. So by Wednesday, something like this. Yeah, Wednesday. So you can see that the probability to to have like two or yeah the two to have three rate cut before the end of the year is super high, and to have one rate cut in 3 days is 100%. Yeah, but there is 3% chance that we have two rate cut, but I think the most bullish will just be that we have one rate cut like the market want, because if they do too much rate cut at once, the risk is that they again did too much too late. So I think one rate cut is what the market want, what the market bet for. They bet for that, so they think like the big investor bet for one rate cut, not more, and really not less. Not less. I think it's impossible that there is no rate cut for now. Um, that's my point of view. But yeah, it will be a rate cut in 3 days. So that's the whole point. I think the market over speculate. This is why you can see this week is super bullish. Yeah, there is some other kind of news. Yeah, I will show you that about Swissborg. So, so for Swissborg, there was a hack. So Swissborg is a Swiss platform based in Lausanne in Switzerland. They've been hacked over some earning on Solana for 41 million. They say they will pay back most of it and there is nothing to fear. So I'm still waiting to have some financial view on what happened in Swissborg. I think the Swiss market need to be preserved, and this kind of news hurt a bit the confidence, because Swiss market is the most high level of confidence. So if you want to have something safe, you go to Switzerland. So for now, yeah, they will reimburse, but of course the hack is a bit painful. What you can see is that still they've been hacked. Well, of course, yeah, there is a big, yeah, so the biggest gainer on that, you can see the biggest gainer of the top 500. You can see that Swissborg is still one of the biggest gainer. So it's quite a joke because they've been hacked. So I think there was a bit oversold, and people notice it because everybody talk about Swissborg, and after they say, well, that the fact they will save everything from the hack is a good news, and they are quite bulletproof. So we can buy some Swissborg. For me, if you're hacked, it's not a sign that you're super good, right? Uh, but I think in a way it's right that it was in kind of all-time low, you can see, and it's performed really well before, and now it's a great time to buy some Swissborg. Yeah, and I'm sure Swissborg will still live long and not have some cascade hack or not collapse. That's for sure. So I think yeah, we can still have some confidence, but the news was a bit painful. But you can see that at the end everything returned positive, and especially people are really bullish, because even when there's a hack, they still believe in a strong project. Yeah, that's it. I think, yeah, Swissborg is more a wallet than a project right now, because they are built up. It's quite easy to use, but there is not all the coins. Like for example, DGBit, Monero, that I really like, that I present sometime to you. They don't have listed it. DGBit, there is no reason why they did not listed it, but I think they cannot get the money from DGBit community. so they have no point to list it because many times the exchange want to get paid to list something. They are not really playing well the games, so they don't list project because it's great. They list project because they get paid. Yeah, and I think that's what I would expect from Swissborg, to list strong project, to a bit fight more about project like Monero. Privacy, you can see that privacy, it's really come back. The Ethereum went super high, the Monero went super high, almost 10%. You can see that there is a roadmap for privacy for Ethereum that did a big buzz. So now the goal number one on Ethereum is almost not anymore to scale, because you can see that with scale there is layer 2. There is a lot of great thing, and while we work for scaling, we will more work on privacy, because now the privacy is a big deal. And what I wanted to also show you, so here they will want to work on every kind of privacy, so privacy on the blockchain and privacy for the nodes that secure the blockchain. And maybe at some point there will be some YouTuber like me who will show you some step to have some privacy. I think you can use some VPN that will work quite well. I still disadvise you to do bad stuff, like buying Monero to go on the darknet. I think it's a bad idea. But for doing your little investment, I think you still should be protected, should remain private. That's why I don't show my face. I do disadvise you to show your face on social network. You never know if someone want to come and try to do bad stuff to your family. I don't think it's it would be great for anyone. And I think privacy is great. For example, if someone have millions and millions, he doesn't want to know to get known, so people can target them for an attack, or even say, yeah, why did you sell, why this. Some people doesn't want to be famous, you know. Yeah. So aside from that, yeah, I speak a bit about digibit also. For me, digibit is the biggest future gainer, a bit like we saw on because you can see like Monero, the all time is quite high. Digibit is a Bitcoin like, so it's rare. I will present it to you. So there is a maximum 21 billion of digibit. It's like Bitcoin with 21 million, so there is just 1,000 more. It's 10 times faster than Bitcoin. There is 5 crypto algorithms to protect digibit, not just one. So indeed, if it's used at the same scale than Bitcoin, it will be 5 times more secure than Bitcoin. Yeah, not just 5 times more secure, but the thing is that with between the 5 algorithms, we balance the difficulty. So not everyone can just use one algorithm, one kind of material to mine. So we need to distribute the validation power. Yeah, the mining power, because it's not proof of stake here. So the mining power is distributed way better, and that's indeed more secure. And no pre-mine, no ICO really. It's been started like Bitcoin. So little by little, people talk about it. People start to mine, and the coins get up. Forward thinking, yeah, I think something is not stated here, that now we want to move toward a digital dollar, so on the digibit blockchain. So for now you can do some digital stuff, you can mint your token on digibit, but it's not as used as for example Solana earn that game, and on digibit you can create your coins too, but it's not famous, right? So you will not attract a lot of dumb people in TikTok on digibit. Sorry, digibit is more made for being secure, being fast to transfer, and being scarce, so being rare. This means that you cannot print too much digibit. It's like Bitcoin, so it will get more value in the time. It's not just a trend. It's like gold, digital gold. So here the purpose of this is to make digital dollar. So on the digibit blockchain, it will be really cheap to transfer and really secure. Like for the moment, you don't even pay 1 cent to transfer any kind of money that you want on digibit blockchain. You don't even pay 1 cent in fee. So there is almost no fee, guys. Almost no fee. It's really cheap. You pay maybe 0.001 cent to do a transaction. So if we put dollar on top of digibit, it will be super cheap. And now we introduce a taproot like on Bitcoin. So if some people want to build up a network to transfer dollar, it will be ridiculously cheap. And you could see that any kind of merchant. So for example, someone want to sell his product, he could use digibit and be paid on by digibit or digidollar, because sometimes you don't want it to go up and down, you just want some dollar, right, for your business. And I think the introduction of this stablecoin is really a good timing now, and they are working on that. The only thing for me is a bit shady, is not shady because it's really well explained, but for me, it wants to use some oracle as we see that, and it wants to be like an algorithmic stable coin, so it's not backed by real dollar, and for me that's a kind of issue. So I still respect digibit for the digibit coin that have its price here, because it really have a huge potential and it's rare than digital dollar on digibit. For me the dollar is crap. You can digitalize it, you can make it a pixel, a smoke, a sound, whatever kind of support that you want. For me the dollar will remain crap, right, because it can be printed by USA. Okay, and that's gonna happen soon when the Fed will cut the rates. So they will not print like right away, but it can go fast. And so maybe a few days after, 1 week after, and Trump is in command. So once they open the van for flowing the money and printing, who know what Trump will be able to do, right? So remember that now we have Trump in command of the USA, and even he cannot entirely do what he wants, he kind of taking slowly the control of the board of the Fed by removing some guys, stuff like that. So who knows what he will be able to do to fund his power, you know. Aside of that, yeah, I think the altcoin will boom when the Fed is indeed cutting rate, theoretically, because they will cut rate in fact, but the effect will take weeks, maybe 1 month, 2 months, and they will cut rate a second time, and it will still, you know, so it's more of a process, but the news will be great. So I think just the news, it will boom. Then after we could correct a bit, and when we correct, we will see that we correct maybe too much, but the effect are starting to be in place. So with the news of the effects, the visualization of it, we will go up, go down, and build on that. I don't think it will go like parabolic and just up. There is nothing that go just up. It's up and down depending on the view, okay? Outside of that, I wanted to show the Ethereum dominance. So you see that Ethereum, it bounce really a lot. It's kind of the middle of the range. So I think, yeah, there will be a distribution in the alts. Then Ethereum can lead again the way. I think it will start to see a new all-time high, the Ethereum, but I think it will a bit flow in the alts first, and then come back strong when the alts a bit pump too much. I think the Ethereum blockchain will also show the way in privacy, and maybe if too much money go in crap project like pump.fun coins, creation coins that should not have been created and sold on TikTok, then people will turn on stuff like the Ethereum blockchain. And I also think to show you that you can see here that's all the Bitcoin and how they've been distributed on big company, so private company, government, public company, ETF, and other fund exchange, and DeFi and smart contract. And so I think you see the DeFi and smart contract. Yeah. So for Bitcoin, it's not super high because the DeFi, like the smart contract, the kind of complex logic on the blockchain is more on the Ethereum blockchain. So or on the concurrent like Polkadot, Tezos, Cosmos, stuff like that, to do complex stuff a bit more smart than just buy and sell and hold. But Bitcoin have a little market of it. There is some project, but you can see that the DeFi for Bitcoin is not super. You see the pink part is not super big. I think that's quite sad because all the other stuff like private company, public company, governments, ETFs. So the ETFs, it's like private, like big company. Well, let's say now it's a public company like BlackRock, stuff like this, like huge company that's created some um, so some contract and technology to buy some Bitcoin without buying it them by yourself. You can buy it using an ETF. So you can just call your bank, say buy some Bitcoin, and then they will not buy a Bitcoin. They will buy an ETF, and the guy who run the ETF will buy some Bitcoin to back it up. So you can see that there is like around 7% of Bitcoin that is not really held by the people that should hold them. So normally you have some Bitcoin, you hold it. Here, some people hold Bitcoin of the other people. And the exchange too. You see, the exchange is the blue. It's not growing huge, but still some exchange hold Bitcoins for. It doesn't grow because there is some exchange that been hacked many times. So people tend to hold their Bitcoin. They generally don't hold their altcoins because the altcoins sometimes you want to buy and sell, so it stay on the exchange. But the Bitcoin, the people they buy it, they want to keep it for 10 years and become super rich, and they're quite sure it's going up. So that's why the exchange doesn't get more. But my point here is I I wanted to see more smart contract getting some Bitcoin on the blockchain, and with more private mechanism, automated mechanism that is secure and private. And I think to push Ethereum, to push Bitcoin DeFi smart contract, we need this move with privacy. Privacy will lead the way, so some actor can get the best of the best, can get privacy and the automation and the security. To don't stay with an exchange, stay with an ETF, stay with the old world. They want the best security, the best technology to protect themselves, distributed on all the planet, so nobody can make an attack at a precise point. You cannot destroy them. So I think that's where we want to go, and you need some privacy for that too, because now with some computer you can make many attacks. So you need to have privacy to be protected. So that's my point for the privacy. Um, but yeah, I still think also that we did not see the 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 end of the bull run in terms of ideas, in terms of evolution, because you can see that at the end of the last bull run We have some public company that hold Bitcoin. We have a lot of smart contract who hold Bitcoin. You have government who hold back Bitcoin. Yeah. So now in this bull run, I will expect like for example the big news, like almost all the government of the planet want to get some Bitcoin, like yeah, maybe some ETF for most of the altcoins. Yeah, more smart contract, more privacy, like big change of paradigm in the usage of the technology, like it happened here. Because for now we use a bit like before the ETF, the smart contract. We use it a bit like the end of the last cycle. Me, what I would like to see is that there is new tech, new trend, new fresh blood, and so much hype about all the new stuff that we can do. Uh, so it goes so high, and that will be all-time high, all-time high. Like the bubble will need maybe to pop, and the price will be so high. But for now, it's not the case, and we need those evolution to get known. So if we crash, we can still recover, because we with no new fresh blood, with no new tech, mm, it's a bit hard to see a crash and how we will recover from that. I think there is some key point to still watch is that Meta, so Meta cryptocurrency is it was expected to be I don't even see, yeah, no, there's nothing, they a bit delete all the news. So Meta was a project for Facebook to have its own cryptocurrency, and its surrender, it's been blocked by the government, the previous government from Joe Biden. So what we would expect, it's not just Joe Biden, it's like the whole government and the system they put in place at the SEC. So a bit the cup of the market, the American and the world um, financial stuff. They kind of don't want Facebook to create a cryptocurrency and to put it in the hand to everyone. And there is no big social tool that have crypto to use for million of user. So I think of TikTok, of Instagram, um, of WhatsApp, of the big players. So the thing would be that if they start to put cryptocurrency in the hand of billion of user, it's not even million, yeah, it's billion of user. Here there will be a big change in the world, and even with the crash we will recover. And I also wait for that, because that will be a big game changer. But for now, there is no big player who went all in on crypto and who pass it, right? Who been able to pass it without the government, the US government, who put the stick in the wheels to stop that from happening. So that's it, guys. I think I talk a lot. I hope you will be here to watch what's going on at the Fed watch. I advise you to see it live. I think see the meeting live and the Bitcoin price together. You will see that that's the meeting who will change the market, and stop watching the chart all the day. Just wait the meeting, see what Jerome Powell will say, and see the impact. And I hope it will be a good impact. In theory, it will be good news. And I see you next time. Cheers.